So, shall we take our seats and listen to the bells? Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to welcome you to this EU Christmas concert. It is the second EU Christmas concert, so we can say, I think, that it's a bit of a tradition. We are right now in the period when it's dark. The nights become longer day by day, and the days are shorter day by day. And therefore, we are longing for light. And Christmas is very much about that. For Christians, the birth of Jesus Christ is shining evidence of hope, faith, and a better future. It is therefore no surprise that there is rich European song traditions related to Christmas. The songs are different, but they are also testimony of how much we have in common, traditions and values that we share as Europeans. In short, how we are united in diversity. This evening's program is a good example. We will listen to 17 Christmas carols from 17 different EU member states. There will be various musical styles, different languages, and amazing voices. All of them have a common denominator, and that is their strong and inspiring common European identity. Let me also take this opportunity to thank those who have made this evening possible. Our two cicerones for this evening, Lena Olofsson-Piras and Nikos Tsiamis from the Commission's representation, and their colleagues from the 16 participating embassies. And let me also say how proud I am as the head of the Commission's representation to Sweden, that we are able to have this event today. And let me also thank you for taking the precautions that the pandemic puts on us. And with that, I wish to you a lovely evening, and of course also a Merry Christmas. And I would like now to hand over the floor to Lena and to Nikos, please.
Thank you, Christian. Before we start, we would just like to remind you of the exits in the case of an emergency. It's the same ones as when you entered, so you have one at the back and two at the sides. Och på svenska så vet ni var nödutgångarna är. De är till höger, vänster och rakt fram i kyrkan. And I think we start here, Nikos.
Nu kör vi.
Högt ärade gäster, mina damer och herrar.
Kära EU-vänner.
Varmt välkomna till vår EU-julkonsert i Adolf Fredriks kyrka.
Ikväll för andra gången arrangerar Europeiska kommissionens representation i Sverige tillsammans med ambassader från 16 EU-länder en flerspråkig julkonsert.
Vi som är kvällens värdpar, jag heter Lena och det här är min kollega Nikos, kommer att ta er med på en musikalisk resa genom Europa.
Vi är glada för att kunna presentera en julsång från varje deltagande land som är
Belgien,
Bulgarien,
Tyskland,
Irland,
Grekland,
Spanien,
Frankrike,
Italien,
Lettland,
Litauen,
Ungern,
Österrike,
Polen,
Rumänien,
Slovenien
Slovakien,
och självklart
Sverige.
Sverige. Men Nikos, nu får vi lov att övergå till engelska för våra internationella gästers skull.
Det gör vi. Good evening, Europe. Oh, I'm so happy I can say this again.
Nikos,
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen,
dear EU friends,
a warm welcome to all of you to our EU Christmas concert in the Church of Adolf Fredrik.
tonight, for the second time, the representation of the European Commission in Sweden, together with the embassies of 16 EU member states, are organizing a multilingual Christmas concert.
My name is Nikos, and this is my colleague Lena, and we are your hosts for tonight, and we are going to take you on a musical journey throughout Europe.
We are happy to present you one Christmas song from each participating country, and these are
Belgium,
Bulgaria,
Germany,
Ireland,
Greece,
Spain,
France,
Italy,
Latvia,
Lithuania,
Hungary,
Austria,
Poland,
Romania,
Slovenia,
Slovakia,
and of course,
Sweden. Especially for this evening, we have produced a song booklet which is a small gift to all of you, and you can find it in front of you.
In this booklet, you will find the order of the 17 songs as they will be performed tonight. We have included the lyrics in the original language together with an English translation.
In total, you will hear songs in 17 different languages. So we have more than half of the 24 official EU languages represented here tonight.
Vad spännande. But Lena, we also have rules, which I would like now to explain to our dear guests. And as it is the tradition, I will do it in French. Ça va? Alors en français. Après que toutes les chansons ont été présentées, les jurys nationaux doivent annoncer ces résultats.
Arrête, Nikos! We have already talked about this. Since our last Christmas, you did that then too. You have to understand, this is not the Eurovision Song Contest, and it's not even Melodifestivalen.
But that's even better, because now I can vote for my own country.
Ni får ursäkta min kollega. Yes, Nikos, you can also vote for yourself if you want to.
Okay.
The order of appearance has been decided by our artistic director, Mr. Tsiamis.
I thought you would call me artistic dictator. Well, men nu kör vi. Ladies and gentlemen, the honor of opening tonight's concert goes to Ireland.
What you should do...
Sorry, I will repeat because we had no sound, I guess. Taganan keit auran anocht es eirin. Ireland joined the European Union, European communities back then, in 1973, together with the United Kingdom and Denmark. Irish and English are the two official languages.
But Irish became an official EU language only in 2007, and it's the only Celtic language among the 24 official EU languages. You, the polyglot, do you know how to say Merry Christmas in Irish?
Of course I do. Nolek Höna. And do you know any of the Christmas traditions in Ireland?
Children are sent to bed on Christmas Eve in anticipation of the arrival of Santa Claus on Christmas morning. A pint of Guinness and traditional mince pies with candied fruit and spice may be left for Santa to enjoy during the busiest time of the year.
And don't forget the carrot for Rudolph. I hope no one from our Irish choir forgets that.
The Irish choir is composed of a group of enthusiastic amateurs with a love of Irish culture and music. Here we have Tara, Lisa, Mary, Miriam, Lily, Owen, Mary, and Kurre. They are all members of the Swedish Irish Society in Stockholm.
Carol Loch Garman, the Wexford Carol. Our Irish entry is a traditional Christmas carol originating from Enniscorthy, County Wexford. Some believe that the carol originates from the 12th century, while the musical and lyrical style of the song suggests that it was likely composed in the 15th or 16th century. It tells the story of the Nativity of Jesus Christ, and it remains one of the oldest, widely popular Christmas carols in Ireland. Angela de Burka is playing the violin tonight, and Kieran Laki O'Lachlin, the guitar. Hauran na heran anocht, Karul Loch Garman. Kayet Mile Folche, 100,000 welcomes to the Swedish Irish Society Choir. Der zweite Beitrag heute Abend kommt aus Österreich. Austria joined the EU in 1995, together with Sweden and Finland. German is the official language, so we wish Merry Christmas, frohe Weihnachten an alle unsere österreichischen Freunde.
Christmas in Austria is celebrated with several charming traditions where the Christmas tree, Weihnachtsbaum, plays a very important role, and there is a specific time when they light the Christmas tree, on Christmas Eve around 7 p.m. That's when the Christmas tree is lit for the first time, and the whole family gathers to sing Christmas carols.
Presents are placed under the tree, and young children believe that they were brought to them as a reward for good behavior by Christkind, the Christ child. Perhaps our performers tonight believe the same in their childhood.
Welcome to Domkyrkokvartetten, which is an a cappella vocal ensemble from the Catholic Cathedral in Stockholm. It consists of Elizabeth, Sylvia, Peter and Daniel. Austrian-born Elizabeth is a professional musician and choir leader.
Es wird schon gleich dumpa. It will soon be dark. Our Austrian entry is a lullaby for the Christ child, written in the Upper Austrian dialect. The text was published in 1884 by clergyman Anton Reidinger, who also composed, at least partly, the melody based on older traditional tunes. He had possibly written the song in Bad Ischl as early as 1865, while he was working there on the famous nativity play. Das österreichische Weihnachtslied heute Abend, Es wird schon gleich dumpa, interpretiert vom Domkyrkokvartetten unter der Leitung von Elisabeth Waldstein.
Es wird schon gleich dumpa, zum Abschied dein Segen grad nicht, dann wird einmal schlafen, so sorgenlos sein, dann kann ich mir ruhig aufs Niederleg freuen. Hei, 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 schlaf süß als liebes Kind.
La troisième chanson ce soir nous vient de la France, un des 6 pays fondateurs de l'Union européenne. France will take over the presidency of the Council of the European Union as of the 1st of January 2022. French is the official language, and we wish Joyeux Noël à nos amis français.
In France, the traditional Christmas meal takes place on the 24th of December and includes oysters, foie gras, smoked salmon, and turkey. The dinner usually ends with the bûche de Noël, a sponge cake shaped like a julelog. After that, people are ready to go for the midnight mass.
Another common tradition is that children leave a hot beverage and some biscuits for Père Noël, Father Christmas, before going to bed, while they get to open their gifts on the 25th of December. Our performer probably did that too, n'est-ce pas?
Nils Boyer is a 19-year-old singer, actor, and dancer. He has studied at Lycée Français Saint-Louis in Stockholm. Nils has played in multiple musicals and has also done voice acting for several films.
Minuit chrétien, Midnight Christians. Our French entry is one of the most popular Christmas carols in France and worldwide, known in English as O Holy Night, in Swedish O Helga Natt. The story of the song goes back to Christmas of 1843 in a small French town, Roquemaure, where the church organ had just been renovated. And to celebrate this event, the poet Placide Cappeau, a native of the town, wrote a Christmas poem while Adolphe Adam composed the music. The carol reflects on the birth of Jesus as humanity's redemption. Playing the guitar tonight, Alexandre Pierre Federici. Je suis très heureux de vous présenter la chanson française ce soir, Minuit chrétien, interprétée par Nils Boyer.
Minuit chrétien, c'est l'heure solennelle où l'homme Dieu descendit jusqu'à nous pour effacer la tâche originelle et de son père arrêter le courroux. Le monde entier tressaille d'espérance à cette nuit qui lui donne un sauveur. Peuple à genoux, attends ta délivrance. Noël, Noël, voici le Rédempteur. Noël, Noël, voici le Rédempteur. Le Rédempteur a brisé toute entrave, la terre est libre et le ciel est ouvert. Il voit un frère où n'était qu'un esclave, l'amour unit ceux qui enchaînaient le notre connaissance, c'est pour nous tous qu'il naît, qu'il souffre et meurt. Peuple à genoux, chante sa délivrance. Noël, Noël, voici le Rédempteur.
Super, merci.
A következő dal Magyarországról szól. Hungary became a member of the EU family in 2004, when the biggest enlargement in the history of the European Union took place, with no less than 10 new member states. Hungarian became an official EU language, and we should wish to our Hungarian friends boldog karácsonyit.
Before the 24th of December, people in Hungary decorate their houses and start to cook and bake. On the 24th of December, they decorate their Christmas trees with ornaments and put the wrapped presents below the tree. Children are awaiting the arrival of the angel from heaven and baby Jesus who bring the presents.
After a delicious meal, the family members sing carols around the tree, and then it's time to open the presents together. And our present tonight is the beautiful voices of our performers.
The Hungarian Chamber Choir of Stockholm was founded in 2007 to keep the Hungarian musical traditions alive in Sweden. The repertoire consists of Hungarian songs arranged by famous Hungarian composers, but they also sing Swedish and international choral pieces from the Renaissance to the modern period.
Karácsonyi bölcsöldal, Christmas lullaby. Our Hungarian entry tonight is a popular folk song in Hungary about the Virgin Mary singing a lullaby to her Christ child. It is often sung around the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. The song was arranged for choral singing by the Hungarian composer Lajos Bardos. Through his work as a conductor, Bardos raised the standards of Hungarian choral singing to the highest international level. A maesti magardal, karácsonyi bölcsödál, nagy taps a stockholmi magyar kamarakórusnak.
Bra där.
csonynoki szakáján, Jézus születése napján, örüljetek, örvendjetek, a kis Jézus megszületett.
En nu is het tijd voor de liedje uit België. Il est maintenant temps d'écouter la chanson de la Belgique. Und jetzt ist es Zeit für das Lied aus Belgien, Belgium, one of the 6 founding countries of the European Union, and its capital, Brussels, hosts our home, the official seat of the European Commission. It has no less than 3 official languages, Dutch, French, and German.
The Christmas season starts in Belgium as early as on the 6th of December, when Saint Nicholas offers his gifts, candies, chocolates to the nicest of children. From that day on, and for more than a month, the whole country is transformed into a gigantic forest of Christmas trees, where the house doors are decorated with Christmas holly and garlands, and the windows with warm lights.
But I can see some familiar faces here with us tonight. Lena, would you like to introduce our performers?
Yes, the performers are 3 staff members and trainees of the Belgian Embassy to Sweden and the Wallonia Export Investment Agency. We have here Ines, Manuela and Bruno. They are not a professional choir, but they are happy to be part of this year's EU Christmas concert, and we are very happy to have you here too.
Gabriel's Message. Our Belgian entry is actually a Basque carol, written in the 13th century by an unknown composer. It is well known in Belgium as well as worldwide. The carol was translated from Basque into English by an Anglican priest, Sabin Baring Gould, who had spent the winter as a child in the Basque country. Our choir will perform the song tonight using a different language in every verse, starting with English and followed by French, Dutch and German. Het Belgische liedje vanavond, de boodschap van Gabriel. La chanson belge ce soir, le message de Gabriel. Das belgische Lied heute Abend, Die Botschaft Gabriels. A warm applause for our colleagues from the Belgian Embassy Choir.
The angel Gabriel from heaven came. His wings as swift as snow, his eyes as flame. All hail, said he, the lowly maiden Mary, most highly favored lady, Gloria. Car tu seras connue comme mère bénie. Toutes les générations te louent et t'honorent. Ton fils sera Emmanuel, prédit par les voyants. La plus bénie des femmes, Gloria. Maria vågar hovsagt en gödve, och att God behagdat särligt åt sig sen. Men Tires arver hela kunsten heilige naam, mishoge edle vrouwen, Gloria. Sie brachte Jesus Christus zur Welt, in Bethlehem am Weihnachtsmorgen. Und alle Menschen dieser Welt sagen stets, Örs overedte Dame, Gloria.
Kita Dana ish Lietuvos. Lithuania joined the EU in 2004 during the big enlargement. Lithuanian became an official EU language, and we should wish to our Lithuanian friends, links Mukaledu.
In Lithuania, families gather in the evening of the 24th of December to have the kuchos meal together. Many people fast during the day, as well as each Advent Friday leading to the Christmas Eve. The kuchos meal should also not include any meat, eggs, or milk until midnight. An extra plate is often set during the dinner for family members who have passed away, as there is a traditional belief that they come and join the family around the table this evening.
Later in the night, Kalėdų senelis, Santa Claus, is visiting the families to bring the gifts. He actually comes through the keyholes while nobody is watching, but maybe one of our performers have seen him.
Yes. The ethnographic ensemble Bittkresle was founded in 2018 under the roof of the Lithuanian school in Stockholm. The ensemble performs popular folk songs as well as more complex pieces such as sutartinės, which are multi-part polyphonic songs. The harmonious folklore songs are enlivened by the sounds of a traditional Lithuanian instrument called kankles.
Užgiru giru, beyond the roots of the roots. Our Lithuanian entry is a traditional folk song from the southeast region of Lithuania called Suvalkija. The song is usually accompanied by the kankles and is sung in multiple keys. The word kalėda, which is repeated throughout the lyrics, has a double meaning. It refers both to Christmas and to religious gifts to the Catholic Church during the festive period. Playing the kankles tonight, Karolina Musteikytė, Edita Lemonnier, Lietuviška daina švakara Užgiru giru, didelis pagirimas Bittkreslei.
Thank you.
A teraz pieśń zo Slovenska. Slovakia also joined the EU family in 2004. Slovak became an official EU language, and saying Merry Christmas is actually not that difficult. Vesele Vianoce.
In Slovakia, Santa Claus Mikuláš, he arrives also on the 6th of December and puts some candies or small gifts in the children's freshly polished boots, if they have been good. It's always these children, they have to be good, don't they? On Christmas Eve, children eagerly await Ježiško, baby Jesus, who will bring them their Christmas gifts under the Christmas tree.
And listen now to this. During the day, the Christmas tree and the small nativity scene are secretly prepared in a room that cannot be entered until the Christmas dinner is over. But perhaps our performer knew about this secret when she was a child.
Yes. Alexandra Chalupa, she's a bilingual artist born in Sweden to parents from Slovakia. Following her studies at the Academy of Dramatic Arts in Bratislava and a smaller part at the Slovak National Theatre, she has been active in Sweden. Alexandra has, for example, performed at the Dramaten and the television series Bonusfamiljen. Currently, she's touring with her own production, Månad Darna, based on a Slovak folktale.
Donesli sme vám novinu. We have brought you news. Our Slovak entry is a koleda, a traditional Christmas carol based on an old folk song by an unknown composer. The song is well known and is included in most compilation albums with popular Slovak Christmas songs. It has neither been translated nor been spread globally to a wider audience, well, until this evening. Playing the piano, Ingrid Salica, slovenska pieseň Dnes večer, Donesli sme vám novinu. Veľký potlesk pre Alexandru Chalupu.
ale sa nás nelakajte, len nás do izby zvolajte. Dieťa v jasliach uložené, všetkých ľudí zavolajte a hostinu prichystajte. Všetkých ľudí zavolajte a hostinu prichystajte.
Και τώρα ήρθε η σειρά για το τραγούδι της πατρίδας μου, της Ελλάδας. Greece joined the EU in 1981, so this year we celebrate 40 years of EU membership. But we also celebrate 200 years since the proclamation of the Greek Revolution in 1821.
Congratulations, Nikos and Greece. Will you tell us a little bit about how you celebrate Christmas in Greece?
Oh, yes. The most important day is Christmas Day, the 25th of December, when the whole family gathers to eat a lot. We wish to each other Καλά Χριστούγεννα. Even though we do decorate the Christmas tree, the traditional custom is to decorate a small sailing boat, especially in the Greek islands.
Ah, yes, I remember the little sailing boats from our Christmas bazaar 2 years ago. And is it you, St. Nicholas, who brings the gifts?
Oh, no. The Greek Santa is called Agios Vasilis, and he brings the presents on New Year's Eve, the 31st of December.
And what about Christmas carols?
They are called kalanda. In the morning of Christmas Eve, children go from house to house to sing, playing the triangle and other traditional musical instruments. They are rewarded with a small amount of money and traditional sweets such as melomakarona and kourabiedes. But I think that tonight's performers have some other expectations if you read the lyrics in the booklet.
Yes. We welcome the Greek choir of Orpheus, which was founded in Stockholm in 2005 and is named after Orpheus, the legendary musician in ancient Greek mythology. The choir has a broad repertoire of Greek music, ranging from traditional folk music to modern songs.
Kalanda Christougenon. Our Greek entry is the traditional Christmas carols. They exist in around 30 regional versions and often include satirical lyrics. The carol singers are teasing the landlord and his family members, hoping to get a good reward, a custom that derives from ancient times. Tonight's performance combines two different versions, one from the islands of the Aegean Sea and one from the mountainous region of Epirus. The Greek choir tonight will be conducted by Rolanto Pommo and playing the piano Johan Sandback. Η ελληνική συμμετοχή απόψε στη χριστουγεννιάτικη συναυλία μας, τα κάλαντα των Χριστουγέννων. Ένα θερμό χειροκρότημα παρακαλώ για τη χοροδία Ορφέας.
πιούμε.
Παρά σας αγαπούσαμε κι ήρθαμε να σας δούμε.
Στέ μας και τον κοκοράδο, στέ μας και την κότα.
Στέ μας και 5-6 αυγά να πάμε σ' άλλη πόρτα.
Στέ μας και 5-6 αυγά να πάμε σ' άλλη πόρτα.
Για σένα κόρη μορφή ήρθαμε να τα πούμε και τα καλά Χριστούγεννα για να σου ευχηθούμε. Θες ένα κόρη μορφή ήρθαμε να τα πούμε και τα καλά Χριστούγεννα για να σου ευχηθούμε. Φέρτε μας κρασί να πιούμε και του χρόνου να σας πούμε. Και του χρόνου να σας πούμε. Φέρτε μας κρασί να πιούμε. Φέρτε μας κρασί να πιούμε και του χρόνου να σας πούμε. Αν έχεις κόρη μορφή βάλε τη στο τσιγελί και κρέμασε την εμπλά να μην τη φάνει ψηλή. Αν έχεις κόρη μορφή βάλε τη στο τσιμπιδί και κρέμασε την αψηλά να μην τη φάνει ψηλή. Φέρτε μας κρασί να πιούμε και του χρόνου να σας πούμε. Και του χρόνου να σας πούμε. Φέρτε μας κρασί να πιούμε. Φέρτε μας κρασί να πιούμε και του χρόνου να σας πούμε.
Nakama Dziesma Nakno Latvias. Latvia also joined the EU family in 2004 with 9 other member states. Latvian became an official EU language, and we should wish for Latvian friends Priecīgus Ziemassvētkus.
In Latvia, Christmas is called Ziemassvētki, winter feast. The pagan traditions of the winter solstice are still very much alive. The main celebration day is Christmas Eve. Just like here in Sweden, Christmas trees are common and so are Christmas gifts.
But to receive a gift, you must sing a song or read a poem. Isn't that cool? Let's see what gift our Latvian singer will receive tonight.
Arturs Schwarzbachs is a Latvian choral conductor and a classical singer. He's currently a student at the Latvian Academy of Music and a bass singer of the Swedish radio choir. He is often performing in concerts as a freelance singer, both in Sweden and Latvia, and conducts choirs in Latvia. Arturs is also the artistic director and bass singer of the Latvian vocal group The Garden.
Virs zemes mirs, peace on earth. Our Latvian entry is a contemporary song written in 2003, inspired by the biblical expression, peace on earth among those whom he favors. Born in 1959, composer Jānis Lūsens is well known for his choral songs and instrumental music, but he has also composed many Christmas songs that almost every Latvian knows. He possesses a musical ability to create the Christmas mood that can warm up the hearts of the audience. Playing the piano tonight, Stefan Nymark. Latviešu dziesma šovakar virs zemes mirs. Lieli aplausi Arturs Schwarzbachs.
virs zemes miers un cilvēkiem labs prāts, kad norimst vējš un lūpās sastingst vārds. Un debesīs tik dzīva zied pār mums, šai pasakai savs stāsts, savs noslēpums. To minam mēs un steidzam ātri izdzīvot, bet nevar vēju klusums izspēlēt. Vien ticēt tam, kā noslēpums šis īsts, ko atminēt šai mūžā mums nav lēmts. Ir zemes miers un cilvēkiem labs prāts, kad norimst vējš un lūpās sastingst vārds. Ir zemes miers un cilvēkiem labs prāts, kad tevi mīl, kad tevi gaida kāds. Kā ceļinieks, kurš naktī meklē pajumtī, no ikdienas un steigas maldumākts. Tu lūdz, lai mājās pavards neizdziest, un patvēruma gaismu dāvā mums. Ir zemes miers un cilvēkiem labs prāts, kad norimst vējš un lūpās sastingst vārds. Ir zemes miers un cilvēkiem labs prāts, kad tevi mīl, kad tevi gaida kāds.
Il prossimo paese rappresentato questa sera è Italia. Italy is one of the 6 founding members of the European Union who signed the Treaties of Rome in 1957. Italian is the official language, and if you travel to Italy during Christmas, you can simply say Buon Natale.
The traditional symbol among Italian Christmas decoration is the nativity scene. Mangers built in various sizes with different materials called presepi. The most characteristic Christmas sound is the bagpipes. The pipers, zampognari, play melodies that are adaptations of old traditional folk tunes. On Christmas Eve, Italians eat the classic cenone, the big supper, consisting of several courses ending with fresh and dried fruit, as well as traditional sweets.
Oh yes, who can resist a panettone or a pandoro? Definitely not our performers, è vero?
Cantiamo Insieme, founded in the 1970s, is a choir linked to the Italian Catholic Mission here in Stockholm. They sing every Sunday morning during the Mass in Italian at the Cathedral of Sankt Erik at Medborgarplatsen.
Tu scendi dalle stelle, from starry skies descending. Our Italian entry is a Christmas carol written in 1754 in the musical style of a pastorale by Alfonso Maria de Liguori, a prominent priest from Naples. The original song was actually written in the Neapolitan dialect and is sometimes referred to as Canzone di Zampognari, Carol of the Bagpipers. It is one of the most popular Christmas carols in Italy. The Italian choir tonight will be conducted by Gabriella Maraldo, playing the guitar Vincenzo Procopio. Allora, La canzone italiana stasera, Tu scendi dalle stelle. Un grande applauso per favore per il Cantiamo insieme. Următoarea melodie este din Romania. Romania joined the EU together with Bulgaria in 2007. Romanian became an official EU language, and if you want to say Merry Christmas, that is Crăciun fericit.
And yes, it's me again, the Christmas celebrations. In Romania, they begin already on Christmas Eve when it's time to decorate the Christmas tree. You've heard that one before. Carol singing is very important too. Children go out singing carols from house to house and normally dance as well. The children are given sweets, fruits, and a traditional cake called cosonaci.
The Romanian Santa Claus is known as Moș Crăciun, Old Man Christmas. And I'm sure he will be very generous with our performance tonight.
Vatra Quartet consists of Gabriel together with 3 students, Alexandru, Petru and Pavel. They are all studying here in Stockholm, and furthermore, all of them have studied different musical instruments since they were very young children.
La poartă la Țarigrad, at the gate of Țarigrad. Bună dimineața la Moș Ajun, good morning on Christmas Eve. The Romanian entry is a combination of these 2 songs. While the first part is like a sweet story for children, the second one starts immediately strong, awakening the audience that Christmas is coming. The song is attributed to the Romanian composer Ion Costescu and is most likely the oldest form of caroling that was practiced by children and young people on Christmas Eve in villages all over Transylvania. Țarigrad in folk songs is a generic name of a capital of an empire. In this context, Țarigrad is Bethlehem, the town where an emperor was born. Cântecele romanești din această seară, La poartă da Țarigrad, bună dimineața la Moș Ajun, Aplauze pentru Vatra Quartet.
La moș ajun. Bună dimineața, la moș ajun. Bună dimineața, la moș ajun. Bună dimineața, la moș ajun. Ne dați, ori nu ne dați, ne dați, ori nu ne dați. Bună dimineața, la moș ajun. 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 Ne dați, ori nu ne dați, ne dați, ori nu ne dați.
Der nächste Beitrag heute Abend kommt aus Deutschland. Germany is also one of the 6 founding members of the European Union. And Frohe Weihnachten is a common phrase to wish Merry Christmas in German.
There's a lot of Christmas traditions coming from Germany, and they've been spread throughout the world, like the Advent calendar, the Christmas tree, the Christmas market. It's a real must to go to a Weihnachtsmarkt if you haven't already.
And what about Santa Claus? Isn't that me, Sankt Nikolaus?
Well, yes or no. On the evening of the 5th of December, children place a boot in front of the street door, hoping that Sankt Nikolaus will fill it with sweets overnight. But on Christmas Eve, they wait for Christkind to place gifts under the Christmas tree.
Well, it's good that Santa doesn't have to visit all our countries on the same date. And tonight, he brought us a special gift, the beautiful voice of our performer.
Florian Voss first studied business administration and then music and opera performance in Bremen, Salzburg and New York. After his studies, Florian sang for 6 years as a tenor at the Royal Swedish Opera here in Stockholm, where he received the Royal Scholarship for Exceptional Artist twice in a row. Florian has also toured internationally with the Australian boy band The 10 Tenors. He currently runs his own vocal academy and production company here in Stockholm.
Marie Wiegenlied, Mary's Lullaby. Our German entry is a Christmas art song composed by Max Reger, based on a poet by Martin Böllitz. The composition quickly became a bestseller, especially due to a recurring melodic quotation from the popular German Christmas lullaby, Josef lieber Josef mein, a song which was as loved by Protestants as it was by Catholics. The organ tonight will be played by Michael Dirks. Der deutsche Beitrag heute Abend, Marie Wiegenlied. Ein großer Applaus für Florian Voss. Sledvastata Pessen eod Bulgaria. Bulgaria became a member of the EU family in 2007 together with Romania. Bulgarian became an official EU language. We should wish to all our Bulgarian friends, Vesela Kolleda.
According to traditional beliefs in Bulgaria, Virgin Mary was in labor for 4 days before Christ was born, as of the day of Saint Ignatius on the 20th of December. This day is associated with many folklore beliefs and superstitions. For example, the first person to cross one's threshold will predict the fortune of everyone living in the house in the coming year. On Christmas Eve, Bulgarian families gather around the table for a traditional vegetarian dinner with a very strict list of dishes, which always must be in odd number.
Christmas carolers, colledari, go from house to house around the villages, starting at midnight. So don't be surprised if you see our performers wandering during the night.
The choir Perunika was founded in 2015 by Mikhail Delchev. Ever since then, it has attracted the attention of musicians and music lovers in Scandinavia, Europe and beyond. Their repertoire includes masterpieces of the rich Bulgarian folklore heritage.
Hubava Milka, beautiful Milka. Our Bulgarian entry is one of the most popular folklore Christmas carols over the years. There is a lot of symbolism in the lyrics, but there is also a clear reference to Christmas by repeating the word koleda, calling the carol singers to tell the story of Marko the merchant who fell in love with young and talented Milka. The song touches on the eternal theme of love associated with the beginning of the new astronomical year, expressing wishes for health, fertility, wealth, prosperity, and a happy marriage. Belskarta pesen tazi večer, Hubava Milka. Goljem aplodismenti za Perunika. A teraz piosenka z Polski. Poland joined the EU family during the big enlargement in 2004. Polish became an official EU language, and if you visit Poland during Christmas, it will be certainly a challenge to say Wesoły Świat.
Christmas in Poland is a family holiday that begins on the 24th of December with an evening gathering called Vigilia. The whole house smells of traditional dishes cooked only at this time of the year, such as gingerbread, beetroot soup, or Polish dumplings. A free seat at the table is often left in case of an unexpected visit by a relative or a traveler, as no one should be alone during this time.
Everybody sings Christmas carols while decorating the Christmas tree. Children look out for the first star in the sky, which symbolizes the Star of Bethlehem and marks the start of the supper. Well, I hope it was not so cloudy when our performers looked out of the window.
Dominika Depczyk graduated from the vocal department of the Frederick Chopin Musical School in Warsaw. She won the first prize in the singer competition at Tyresö Jazz and Blues Club in Stockholm. Since 2001, she's been working closely with Witold and Janusz, with whom she performs her own songs, jazz standards, and other popular music pieces.
Mizerna cicha, Hubble, quiet. Our Polish entry was written in the mid-19th century by poet Teofil Lenartowicz. The lyrics were first included in his work Szopka, inspired by the nativity scene in Krakow. There have been several melodic interpretations, yet the most popular one was written at the beginning of the 20th century by the famous Polish composer Jan Karol Gall. Despite the nostalgic mood, the words of this lullaby fill the hearts of the carol singers with peace and joy. Dominika's voice will be accompanied tonight by Witold Wrobotycki on the piano and Janusz Szłotwiński on the bass. Polska piosenka dziś wieczorem, Mizerna cicha. Wielkie brawa dla Dominiki Depczyk.
Mizerna cicha, stajenka licha, pełna niebieskiej chwały. Oto leżący przed nami śpiący w promieniach Jezus mały. Nad nim anieli w locie stanęli i pochyleni klęczą, z włosy złotymi, skrzydły białymi, podmalowaną tęczą. I oto mnodzy ludzie ubodzy radzi oglądać Pana, pełni natchnienia, pewni zbawienia, upadli na kolana. Hej, ludzie prości, Bóg z nami gości, skończony czas
Naslednja pesem je iz Slovenije. Slovenia also joined the EU family in 2004 and currently holds the presidency of the Council of the European Union until the end of this year. Slovenian is the official language, and Merry Christmas is Vesel Božić.
In Slovenia, Christmas Eve is usually at the time when the family gathers for Christmas dinner, with the potica being an important part of the menu. This Slovenian festive cake is made of rolled out yeasted dough with a walnut or a tarragon filling. Potica originates from the western and northwestern Slovenia and probably evolved from various kinds of festive ritual bread.
I wonder if our performers have brought us some potica to taste tonight.
Mezzo-soprano Klementina Savnik and started her career in 2010 as a chorister and a soloist in the Ljubljana Opera House. After passing the audition in 2017, she became a member of the Royal Swedish Opera here in Stockholm, where she sings both in the choir and as a soloist in different production. Dani Strazar is both a translator from Swedish to Slovene and a guitar teacher in the music school in Nacka.
Rajske strune zadonite, strings from heaven. Our Slovenian entry is one of the most popular old Christmas carols. The lyrics are an ode to music, heavenly strings and angelic choirs, and a call to the people to open their hearts and sing out to God's Son, born into this world to bring peace. The composer Valentin Stolcher composed a number of hymns. This song was written for a mixed choir, but for this occasion, it was arranged for a vocal and classical guitar by Denis Kokalj. Playing the guitar, Dani Stražar. Slovenska pjesem Rajske strune zadonite. Prosim pozdravite Klementino Savnik.
Duszach wiernych se poradzi.
La próxima canción viene desde España. Spain joined the EU family in 1986 together with Portugal. Spanish became an official EU language, and if you know the famous song, then you also know how to wish Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad!
In Spain, families come together on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day, enjoying the season's sweets, turrón and polvorones. In most homes and public spaces, you will find a Belén, the nativity scene. Papa Noel pays a visit on Christmas Day, but most children in Spain await the arrival of Reyes Magos, the three wise men from the east, on the 6th of January.
The traditional Spanish Christmas carols are called villancicos and are accompanied by zambombas and panderetas. Did you bring any? No? Not even this year.
Kultur på Spanska-kören was founded in 2019. The members of the choir want to contribute to the cultural life of Stockholm with their music, language, melodies, and attitude. They're all driven by the same incentive, to show their passion through music.
Libre y Blanca Navidad, Free and White Christmas. Our Spanish entry is an original arrangement made by Gabriel Lezcano on the popular Christmas song White Christmas and the song Libre, composed by José Luis Armenteros and Pablo Herreros. In his words, this Christmas we want to sing for freedom and spread optimism. In these times of bewilderment and suffering, humanity needs the glimpse of hope that music may bring. The conductor for the Spanish choir tonight, who is also playing the piano, Gabriel Lezcano. La canción española esta noche, Libre y Blanca Navidad. Un gran aplauso para Kultur på Spanska-kören.
Y con la nieve alrededor
Yeah, there. Thank you. Thank you.
Och nu kommer Sverige. Sweden became a member of the European Union family in 1995, together with Finland and Austria. And of course, Swedish became an official EU language thanks to both Sweden and Finland. So Lena, you come from the Åland Islands in Finland, an example of peace and cooperation. But do you have the same Christmas traditions as in Sweden?
Yes, we do.
Perhaps you can explain to our international guests what all these words starting with a jul are.
With pleasure.
Okay. Julafton.
It's Christmas Eve, and we celebrate it on the 24th of December, and it's the most important day of Christmas, both in Sweden and in Finland.
Julgröt.
It's Santa's porridge, and we have it on the morning of Christmas Eve.
Julbord.
Christmas buffet, including pickled herring, gravlax, pâté, knäckebröd, Christmas ham, meatballs with beetroot salad, and lutfisk.
Jultomten.
Santa Claus Nikos. After dinner, strangely enough, when the father goes out to buy the newspaper, Jultomten knocks on the door, comes in, and asks if there are any good children in the house. Then all kids, of course, say, yes, we're good, because they want what the Santa is bringing. So in Sweden and in Finland, Santa personally hands out the gifts to the kids. And then he says, oh, I'm so much in a hurry, I have to rush to the next home.
How nice that children actually get to meet Santa in Sweden. But I have some bad news now. You know, I really tried to get Carola here this time to perform the Swedish song in our EU Christmas concert. But I read somewhere in the newspapers that she was captured by a love storm. So what shall we do?
Well, Nikos, at our last concert, you played the piano so beautifully, and we all sang the Swedish carol, Nu tändas tusen juleljus. Would you mind doing that again?
How can I refuse?
We will all help you. So please take your seat by the piano, and I will talk to our friends about the song.
Okay.
Nu tändas tusen juleljus, now 1,000 Christmas candles are lit, is a traditional Christmas song from 1898 written by Emmy Köhler. The theme of the song is the gospel of the newborn Christ and focusing on the domestic harmony and inner peace, brought by the lights of candles as well as of the stars. It was one of the most popular Christmas songs in Sweden during the 20th century, in churches, in homes, and in schools. It was added to the Swedish Book of Psalms in 1986. So now, please, turn to page 39 in our song booklet, and let's all sing along. Tack Nikos och tack alla i publiken.
But Lena, I remember that last time we also sang Silent Night together with the audience. Shall we do it again?
Yes, let's do that. It's such a nice idea.
Silent Night is an Austrian Christmas carol that has been translated into no less than 140 languages.
We have actually included the first verse in all 24 official EU languages in the booklet you have in front of you, in alphabetical order from Bulgarian to Swedish, on the pages 40 to 42.
Now, here is what we are going to do. You will hear the melody 3 times, and you're all invited to sing along in the languages of your choice. You may choose 3 different languages. Well, I spoke 17, so you can do 3.
And believe me, this works. We do this at the Lucia celebrations at the European Commission at my DG, and it works beautifully. So you can all feel free to sing your own language.
Well, you can start with your mother tongue, and then you can choose 2 other languages. So please have a look now and decide in which language or in which languages you will sing along.
Because, like I said, we will all sing in different languages at the same time.
And to help us do that, we have the honor and the pleasure to have Michael Dirks playing the organ.
Tack ska ni ha. Nästa mening jag fick. En stor applåd till oss alla. Det gjorde vi jättebra. Tack ska ni ha.
Now the most exciting part of the evening starts, the voting.
Nikos.
So, should I vote for Sweden or for Greece or, well, let's give to all our tonight's performers 12 points, 12 poäng, 12 points.
What excellent artists we've heard tonight.
We hope that you enjoyed the second edition of our EU Christmas concert, brought to you by the representation of the European Commission in Sweden and the embassies of 16 EU member states to Sweden.
We would like to thank everybody who has made this concert possible, especially our colleagues in the representation in the participating embassies. It has been a pleasure working with all of you.
The concert has been recorded and will soon be available on the representation's social media platforms.
Before you leave, please make sure you have all your belongings with you, and please feel free to take your own copy of the booklet as a souvenir.
We would like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and to the rest of our EU family who were not here with us tonight, Vesele Vanoce Česko.
Glädelig jul, Danmark.
Haide jouli Eesti.
Sretan Bocic, Kratska.
Kala Christugena Kipros.
Shei Kresht Vesh Letsburg.
Ilmiliti Tajeb Malta.
Vrolijk kerstfest, Nederland.
Lisnatal Portugal.
Hyvää joulua, Suomi. God jul, Finland.
God jul, Europa. Tack för ikväll.